Good morning. We are Darío, Roberto Quiroga, Itzel Ramirez, and Ana Paulina Góngora. And today we're going to present the prototype that we made for the sport of fencing. In order, in order to create this project, we had to understand the sport. First of all, we started to investigate about the sport itself and comprehend its dynamic. Some of the things that were investigated about were the basic rules of the sport, the usual garments used in the sport, and how to play the sport. Another of the things we had to learn as well were techniques used to practice this in a safe way for both sides. And also during the investigation, it was also considered the hazards and dangers that the practice of this sport may cause. Of course, during this investigation, we searched for people that practice this sport in order to get a better point of view of the people that practice this firsthand.
I'm Roberto Quiroga and I'm going to define the problem. We interviewed Maria Fernanda Morales, a semi professional fencer who told us that one of the most common injuries in the sport was bruising. Another common injury is sprained ankles. The problem is that even though this sport is safe, it can implement some risk of injury, and our job is to make it as safe as possible to prevent injuries. We focused in preventing arm bruising because that is a common problem in fencing. If hitting in the arm, the player may have bruising, and this can result in pain for a few days, and it's something that we can prevent. An even worst case is if a tip of the weapon is broken, it can even cut the other player's arm. So our job here was to create a piece of gear for the arm that prevents bruising, but at the same time does not limit mobility. It was a difficult task because the players already have a lot of gear to wear, and the extra weight could be a problem. But we managed to do it just fine.
After knowing and analyzing the problem provided by the semi-professional fencer Maria Fernanda Morales, who we previously interviewed, we ideated a possible solution to this problem. We created a soft sleeve that goes underneath the fencer's jacket to prevent bruises and minimize the damage caused by the swords. This can help the fencers to last longer in practice matches or official matches, and can also motivate people who are starting in this sport to continue practicing. This also gives the certainty to uh, children's moms that their kids won't get that damaged because of the constant hitting from the swords.
Test for the improvements. After testing the prototype that we all made, with the materials that we considered that were perfect for this prototype, we found some error, which was the resistance and the mobility of the arm. Since most of them are covered through the forearm, and this caused to the athletes to tear apart or limit the mobility in the arm, which could be a big disadvantage when it comes to the sport. So after more modifications, we had the perfect solution for this improvement and a more secure accessory to this beautiful sport called fencing. So all of the athletes can be safe and move without any limits.